In this video, I'm going to break down some highlights from the masterclass that we ran, Intro to Digital Marketing, handling the 5 biggest mistakes service-based businesses are making in 2025 and beyond, and how do you fix that? I have been doing digital marketing for over 17 years and has really helped to expand businesses from an enterprise level, medium-sized business, as well as small business. If you don't know me already, my name is Jonathan DeLeon. So with that, let's get into the video. AI, everything. It is not a lack of information. It's a lack of knowing what the right information is. And that's really what we're going to talk about here today is like, how do you grow your service-based business online? Because online, there's a huge opportunity today in 2025 and beyond. But you can make some massive returns, massive changes by doing things right. And through trials and many failures, I've accomplished some remarkable results for the brands I've worked with directly. For example, organic. I made them $1.5 million in a weekend. Olive Garden, I've made them $14 million in a month, millions of dollars every month on their web and their website and their mobile application. And my largest impact for Lowe's is $57 million. And this is really like for the last few years, I've been really helping to understand the customer journey and like how that really relates online. And so that's why I have a business now. And that's really what I do now. I help people find the right mix of digital marketing, social media, overall business growth online that will help you and your business, because that's really what I'm looking to do. Is a little bit more about my business and, just so you guys understand. So I've made a lot of money and I've done a lot of things for my clients with online marketing, but I've also have a podcast studio and I've talked with over 100 business owners one-to-one. And I've realized that the number one thing that people have a struggle with is really like knowing what to do and getting that support on how do I even grow online? Do I need to be on social media? Do I need to do this? And so that's what I've been doing is like with the podcast studio, we're helping business owners really level up all the knowledge, experience, and support online to help even more businesses not make the same common mistakes that is killing their growth. My goal here today for you and the time that we have here right now is to introduce you to the correct information that will expedite your business success online. What I've realized is you don't have a business issue, you have an information issue. And you don't need all of the information, but you need the right information. And if I reach my goal and you feel like I've done my part, can I share an offer with you? I've generated over $100 million in returns for brands online. I've generated over $12,000 from Facebook alone without spending any money on advertising, $0. I built 2 profitable digital marketing agencies. I built a personal brand to give value for business owners. I understand the buying behavior to improve the buying journey for customers. And I use data to really build hypotheses and test theories until we reach success. Here are the 5 organic activities you can do today. Social media content, short form. That's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, or I guess, Facebook groups and LinkedIn communities. You can start to engage and you can start to actually drum up awareness to who you are and who your business through communities that are relevant to what it is that you're doing. So if you're a photographer or videographer, you can target communities for weddings or bridal communities. Facebook, LinkedIn group. If you're a caterer, same thing. You can target similar kinds of things. If you're an accountant, you can target more business-oriented groups. Email list and past contacts. You can start to engage with some of the people you've connected with. You can start to actually drum up awareness who you are and who your business serves through communities that are relevant to what it is that you're doing. We'll touch on what you can actually do to really fix this. Don't let your competitors get the job before you even have a chance to compete. So don't get disqualified by having a poor looking website or by having a no website presence at all before you even have an opportunity to get the job. And here are 5 website mistakes that serious business owners are making. And if you fix these, you can absolutely begin to start that improvement. Bad design equals bad credibility. You don't have a site, you would lose the sale. 56% of customers will not consider a business without a professional website. Bad UX, a bad user experience, how the user actually goes through your website will equal lost customers. This is exactly how, I've done it for Lowe's, I've done it for Olive Garden, I've done it for all these companies by really putting myself in the customer's shoes and identifying the customer experience. If you have a bad customer experience, 88% of customers will not return to your website after a poor online experience. So you basically, if you're not really building the site for them, they're going to leave and they're not going to come back. All right. And then also, how you show up for your leads is how you do business. Who always likes to pick up the phone to call a restaurant to make a reservation? Like, anybody here just love picking up the phone, calling the restaurant saying, hey, I want a reservation for 5 at this time. You have to wait on hold. You got to do this, that, the other. Most companies are not making it easy for their customers to actually do business with them, in the sense that you're requiring your customers to basically pick up the phone, call you, and try to figure out, hey, can you work with me or not? So you're putting it a lot on them. And in 2025 and beyond, we have many, many technologies you can use to show up for your customers better. You're also going to get access to an exclusive community, right? An exclusive community where you're going to be surrounded by other business owners who are also striving and growing their business to really build this out for you. Also, as a webinar bonus, you're going to get the content to profit plan. This is essentially the plan on how do you turn your content on social media and turn it into profit to effortlessly monetize content for your business. This is a $497 value. Because you're on the webinar, you're going to get that. So the content to profit plan, what is it? It's going to actually go over what to post on social media, where to post on social media, and how to post on social media. Because those are the things that people actually are struggling with. Business owners will struggle with when they're actually striving to do social media. Here's some reviews that I've gotten. Right? Jonathan's coaching on social media ad and content campaigns have been invaluable. When it comes to marketing, Jonathan has next level strategies to drive traffic to your business. I just have reviews of people who we've actually helped, businesses who we've actually helped to really grow their YouTube presence, their social media presence, and really, even Gail here said, thank you, Jonathan, you alone will change the world. That's insane. I'm very grateful for all these reviews, and basically that's the kinds of impact that we're doing for these business owners. And so you might be asking, what if I'm just starting out? Is this for me? Yes, absolutely. This is for you. Will this help me in my niche, my business, my industry? Everything that I'm going to cover in this challenge is going to be principle based. These are principles that can be used. Hey, even myself, I made money for Olive Garden selling breadsticks. And I've also made money for Lowe's selling lawnmowers and appliances. Like, these are principles they're going to be helpful for regardless of any niche. What platforms do you cover? We're going to cover every platform that there is. So we're going to touch on YouTube. We're going to touch on Facebook. We're going to touch on Squarespace, Wix. How do you do your website? WordPress. Every sort of thing you might have questions on, we're going to touch on. How do you actually monetize that in your business? What if you can't make the sessions? Because you're a VIP, you would actually get the recording for each of the sessions. 3-day, you're going to get the VIP access to the recording for the VIP. It's Q&A. You're also going to get the recording for the general admission actual class or the actual challenge. So it's in 1 hour challenge per day. And we're actually going to give homework on actually how do you actually improve your business. So it is a very interactive workshop that I'm working on building. What's the difference between this and other courses? This is live, this is real, this is personalized. Everything here, I will personalize it based on the type of businesses that were actually in the challenge. And we're actually going to help support that growth. And it's not a course. You're not just buying a course. You're going to get me here live today and actually helping you with today's strategies, not a strategy from 5 years ago. What's the difference between general admission and VIP? VIP, like I said, will get the recording. It will help, get access to that 1 hour Q&A. And general admission will basically just get the content and be a part of the challenge. This is a 1 hour that we just spent here today. There is so much. You can't get it all done in 1 hour. That's why I offered the challenge, right? It's a 3-day challenge. Join the waiting list for $0 today, but it will be $197 for VIP, and you get access to the community to ask questions. You get access to Q&A, the recordings, and you get homework each day. The fact is, you want to start with a strong foundation. Of course, every business needs a website, but every business has a website. And it's these things, if you just start to implement slowly these things into your business, you could absolutely skyrocket to the next level. It is not a lack of information. It's a lack of knowing what the right information is. And that's what we're going to break down in the challenge itself.